All right, here we go. So we learned about parallel lines yesterday. I had you use a protractor to kind of make your own parallel lines cut by a transversal. And what we saw was that when we have parallel lines, lots of things are either congruent or supplementary. Okay, so we want to be able to figure things out, set up equations so that we can then solve. If L is parallel to M, so if line L is parallel to M, so that is given. So given that these lines are parallel, classify the marked angle pair and give their relationship, then solve for x. So when we look at these two angle measures that they're giving us in algebraic numbers and letters, okay, what would you call those two angles? Gosh. Yeah, very good. They are corresponding angles. And what do we know? That if parallel lines, corresponding angles are congruent. If parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. So that is the statement that we're going to make for every single thing. If we have parallel lines, then we know that corresponding angles are congruent, which means I can write an equation. What should I write if I know that they're congruent? Yeah, they're equal to each other. So 5x minus 2 is equal to 58. And then we can solve for x. What should we do? Add 2. So we get 5x equals 60, and then divide by 5 to get x equals 12. All right, we solved for x. We're done. Super. Oh, I'm running out of black. Okay, let's look at number 2. They've given us some information here. We know we have parallel lines. If parallel, what kind of angles are these? Alternate exterior. Alternate exterior angles, what are they? Congruent. Very good. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. All right, so what can we do? Yes. All right. Figure out what they are, set up an equation, and solve every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, we do this like all year long. All right. All right. What should we do first? Minus 22. All right. So I get 16x equals 112. And then divide by 16. We get x equals 7. Maybe we should do this in Spanish, and that would be more fun. No. All right. Number 3, you'll notice here, really important, we pay close attention to the arrow that is being drawn here. So that is this angle right here. I'm going to note with a little red dot. We know that we have two parallel lines here. Line L and line M are parallel. And then we have these two angles with red dots. What kind of angles are those? Very good. If parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent. Very good. What are the only ones that are supplementary? Same side. Same side supplementary. So that's how we remember that. It has an excellent alliteration. Okay. All right. Let's see. So what should we write for this? Excellent. Do we need to solve for x, or are we good? No, we're not good, or no, we don't need. We don't need to solve? Okay, x equals 18. Let's just do that. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Let's look here. My black is dead sad. Okay. Again, we have this little arrow. So we have these two angles, and we know we have parallel lines. So if parallel, what kind of angles are these? Same side interior. Same side interior are supplementary. All right, they are supplementary. What do we need to do to write a supplementary equation? Yes, 9x plus 2 plus 113. 133 rather. 133, just kidding. 133 equals 180 degrees. They are supplementary. That means 180 degrees. Let's solve this one. What should we do to solve this?
What do we have to combine?
Combine like terms. I would do that, yeah. So 9x plus 135 equals 180, and then we need to do what?
Minus 135, which gives you 45.
Excellent.
And then divide, which gives you x equals 5.
Beautiful. Great. Super duper. Let's see. These we've already, oh, well, these are a little different, I guess. Number 5. Again, we'll go through, like, getting set up here, I think, is all we really need to do. All right, we got parallel lines. They've given us information about 2 angles. So if parallel, what kind of angles are these? Very good. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. So what equation are we going to write for this one?
Just put 8x minus 77 is equal to 3x plus 38.
Beautiful. All right. Now this has variables on both sides, so what do you want to do to solve this one?
Minus the 13 and 8.
I added the 77.
Yeah, okay.
38.
All right.
Like,
Yeah, so we can do this a couple of ways. I usually start with the letters, so I'm going to move the 3x first. That gives me 5x minus 77 equals 38. And then, like you, Cash, I would do the 77. So let's add the 77. So 115, and then that divides by 5, and we get 23. Great. Again, lots of ways to solve, but this is geometry, the reason. All right, everything we do, we justify. All right. In algebra, we just learned this part. Now we justify and write our own equations and solve in geometry, which is kind of interesting. All right, looking here, again, we have a couple parallel lines. If parallel, what kind of angles are these?
same side.
Ooh, corresponding, very good. Corresponding angles are congruent, very good. Corresponding angles are congruent. What's our setup?
11x minus 47 is equal to 6x minus 2.
Beautiful. And then we could solve, and if we solve, we're going to end up getting x equals 9. All right, questions on that one? Did you want me to solve it, or are we good? We're good. Oh, Corey, you're supposed to take your test. Do you want to take it?
Sure.
Thanks. You can use a note card if you've made one. All right. Okay. Nearly done here. We're just going to go through number 10. So let's see. Number 7, we have, again, parallel lines. And they've given us a couple of angles. And again, I like putting the little dots in the angles because it just helps. I think it helps you see what angle we're really, really talking about. So we have parallel lines. If parallel, what kind of angles are those?
Alternate interior.
Good. Alternate interior angles are congruent. So what's our setup?
13x minus 21 equals 5x plus 75.
Excellent. 13x minus 21 equals 5x plus 75. And again, we magically solve, and we get x equals 12. Beautiful. And let's see. Number 8, we have a couple of angles here. We have parallel lines, and if parallel,
There would be same side exterior.
good. Same side exterior angles are supplementary. Very good. All right, beautiful. So same side exterior are supplementary. So what can we write?
9x minus 33 plus 5x plus 3 equals 80.
Good. 9x minus 33 plus 5x plus 3 equals 180 degrees. Do we need to solve this one, or are you good? You're good? Good. Excellent. Da, 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 magic, 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 and we get x equals 15. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, now the real ones that I was trying to get to here. Number 9 and number 10. Again, they're telling us that we have some parallel lines. Line L and line M are parallel. And here we have to find the value of x, and we have to find the value of y. Which means if we have to find the value of two letters, then we're going to need two equations. All right, Cash, what are you thinking?
8x minus 31 is equal to 6x plus 3.
Good. I love how you used the equations both with x's. How did you know they were equal to each other?
Because they're alternate interior.
Yeah, good. So if parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent, and you said 8x minus 31 would equal 6x plus 3. Beautiful. So we can start right there. I'm going to subtract the 6x. That gives me 2x. And then I would add 31. So I get 2x equals 34. And then divide by 2, so I get x equals 17. So there's 1.
And then you would plug the 17 into the 6x plus 3 to get an angle.
To get a measure. Okay. And there's actually lots of ways we can do this. So you're saying I now know what x is, so I can go ahead and plop it back in. Could I plop it in over here as well? I can pop it wherever there's an x. All right. So now if I plug that in, 6 times 17 plus 3 is 105 degrees.
And then you can do
105. So I'm going to write that on my picture so I know that that angle is 105.
And then you, since the 6x plus 3 and the 5y plus 35 is like a linear pair almost, so like equals 180.
Okay.
You could do 5y plus 35 plus 105 is equal to 180.
Beautiful. So what's the special name of these two angles?
Linear or
Same side interior. Very good. Same side interior angles are supplementary. And so since we know this angle now is 105, then we can write our 5y plus 35 plus that 105 equals 180 degrees. Now, Cash, you weren't wrong when you said they're a linear pair. In fact, if you had plugged it in over here to the 8x minus 31, this angle and this are a linear pair. Okay, so that is good justification as well. These two add to be 180 because they're a linear pair. All right, cool beans. So this gives me 5y plus 140 equals 180. And that, see, I would subtract 140, which would give me 40. And then dividing by 5, I get y equals 8. Okay. So again, when we solve for something, we probably are going to have to plug that back in to use it on something else, right? Super. Any questions on that one? Beautiful. All right. Let's do this last one here, number 10. Number 10. All right. Again, we are given some parallel lines. And we need to solve for both x and y. So I'm going to figure out a couple of things to do here. What do you want to start with?
I started with the 29x minus 3 plus 15x plus 7.
Okay.
It's equal to 180.
Okay. That's true. Why?
Because they're a linear pair.
Because they are a linear pair, yes. Yeah, I noticed you chose the ones that both have x's. That's nice. It's much easier to solve an equation that has only x's in it. Okay. So they are a linear pair. So they are a linear pair. And that means they are supplementary. That is the linear pair supplement theorem. A linear pair means they are supplementary. So we have 29x minus 3 plus 15x plus 7 equals 180 degrees. Now, everything that we're doing, every reason that I'm writing down, like linear pair implies supplementary, that was the linear pair supplement theorem, okay? The reason I'm having you write all this down is because when we do proofs, these are exactly the same statements you're going to make during your proofs, okay? We know that if we have a linear pair, it must be supplementary, all right? So we're going to see this over and over. All these statements are reasons. Let's see. 29 plus 15 is 44? 54? 44? 44? Okay, yeah, oh good. We have a -3 and a +7, which is +4. And if I subtract 4...
you get 44x equals 176.
Beautiful.
And once you divide that, you get x equals 4.
Beautiful. All right, if x equals 4, what do you suppose we need to do? Plug it in for sure. Yeah, we got to take that value and plug it in somewhere. We could plug it in either place. Would you rather plug it in on the top or the bottom?
The top.
The top? Okay, you're all thinking the same thing. Beautiful. So 29 times the 4 minus the 3 gives us 115? 113? Okay. All right, so 113 degrees for that top green angle there. And so I assume you're doing 113 and this angle with the y in it. All right, so what's our justification for that?
Alternate exterior.
Okay, if parallel, alternate exterior angles are congruent. Great. And so then we can write what equation?
13y minus 17 is equal to 113.
Beautiful. Okay. And so 13y, we would add the 17, and that's going to get us 130, I think. Yeah? Okay. And then divide by 13. We get y equals 10. Beautiful. Do you guys have any questions? No? You good? All right, super. You guys have a little delta math to do.